A little over 50 years ago, the Midwest had one more Division I program in the state of Ohio, and it was the Xavier Musketeers. They battled with the Bearcats of Cincinnati and the Red Hawks of Miami of Ohio, and all their fans want is to come back and make a Final Four, a college football playoff. And today is the day we revive the Musketeers. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now this is going to be a new series today. This isn't going to be part of any of our live series. Xavier Football back to glory. The basketball team, as a lot of Cincinnati people will tell you, never been to a Final Four. But our goal here is we're going to try and get the Musketeers to the college football playoff, at least to the Final Four, if not farther. I will link below where you guys can download the Xavier TeamBuilder team if you want them. We will have, I had some issues with it. I will be honest, I had some issues with it trying to build TeamBuilder, and right now it's a little bit bugged in terms of the website, but we were able to get it built last night. I think the uniforms look pretty good. I'm pretty excited for how this is. Now, the thing about building a TeamBuilder team is you automatically inherit everything from that team. You can't even take the roster if you want, but we will just go with our basic cupcake roster that you guys have seen if you've built any TeamBuilder teams. We're basically going to be about a 73 overall. And what we're going to do here is we're actually going to replace Ball State as the team. Now, we're going to inherit all of their program qualities, all of their, pro style or play style, all of that stuff. I will be adding them in terms of in place of Ball State, but we are using UMass's stadium. UMass's stadium is one of the better stadiums because unfortunately it doesn't get rid of a lot of the wrapping logos and stuff that you guys see. I originally had this slated for Ball State Stadium, but you could still see a lot of the Cardinal stuff, and that wasn't really wasn't conducive to what we wanted to do here. But look, Ball State. I like the way those graphs look. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we can win 4 games in our first year, I will be more than happy. Now, Xavier Football, look, it's gonna be a learning process. It's gonna be a build. The coach too is ready for it. He is absolutely the man for the job. I'm excited to get started. Now let's introduce you guys to the team with the cupcake. With the cupcake roster, it's going to be a little tricky. We're going to have Tyler Olson as our 70 overall quarterback. He's at least got some wheels to him. 82 speed, 84 acceleration. We might be able to run the triple a little bit, I'm hoping. There are some other guys on the roster, but honestly, a 71 overall. He's a senior. That'll be a good first-year quarterback for us. His deep throw is a 73. His throw on the run is an 81, which is nice. That means he can scramble and make some plays out of the pocket. Let's see, ball carrier, we're going to have to be careful. He's got 69 carrying, so we're going to have to definitely wrap up instead of getting hit. At running back, we got Spencer Strickland. He is a 72 overall. He's only an 86 speed and 89 acceleration. Honestly, we're probably going to play a lot of Keontae Tyson as well. We're going to need some speed back there. Running back speed, I think, it's one of the more important positions in this game right now. Make sure you got to have a fast running back. You got to have a guy that's going to be able to do it. And honestly, he's got a lot of attributes that I like. More of a receiving back, like it says in his prototype there with 78 catch. We're probably going to split a lot of carries between these two this year. Maybe we have a special duo set that we'll probably use, and I bet we'll use Strickland a lot. At wide receiver, he is our star. We need to keep him upright. He is our star. Demetrius Williamson. He is a 76 overall. He's a senior as well. A lot of upperclassmen in this early group. Senior, junior, and then we got some underclassmen here. We got a 72 Javian Foreman, Scooter Page, CJ Peaks, and LJ Young Jr. Honestly, that's not going to be a bad little group there, but at tight end, that's where it's going to be rough because Scott McLawler is a 63 overall junior. Honestly, we have 3 tight ends, but that's going to be one of our first recruiting gets. Left tackle, we have Caleb Franklin. He is a junior. We have a junior right guard in DeMarcus Perkins. We have a senior center who's a 71 overall, which we're going to have to probably recruit over top of those guys as well. But honestly, the offensive line, we're going to have a year with almost everybody on the offensive line, including Tariq Williams, who's a 66 overall left tackle. So not that bad. On the defensive side of the ball, we're going to have Joshua Townsend. He's a 71 overall junior. We're going to have a 64 overall in Kobe Garland. That is another position where we're going to have to recruit because I feel like on Heisman, you have to have a good defensive line. You have to be great everywhere, but especially on the defensive line. And a 66 overall tackle is not going to get the job done as well. 79 senior and Chase Freeman, he's our star. He's from Warwick, Rhode Island. We're going to have to make sure that he plays about as well as he can this year. We're going to be in a 3-3-5, so we're going to have Octavius Terrell on that right outside linebacker spot. He's a 68 overall. 71 overall, Jaden Bowie, senior corner. Like I said, there's a lot of upperclassmen here, so we're going to have to do some heavy recruiting to make sure that we fill out our spots, especially for year 2 as we try and build this program. 67 overall, 66 offense, and a 69 defense. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for the Musketeers in year 1, but we are in a hotbed of, we can go up to Chicago and recruit. We can go into the great state of Ohio and recruit a ton. We should be good there. We're going to have to build out our board here. So let's take a look and see what the game really thinks we need, which pretty much what I said. We're good at wide receiver, but we are going to need a tight end, left guard, right tackle. We do have starters for almost all of those positions except for our senior center. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we're actually good at tackle. We are going to need some linebackers and some safety. Let's go see what we can find here. I'm going to be honest. We have some 3-stars that are interested in us. We're going to have to make sure we lock those guys down. So Khalil Barmore, he is a left tackle, 3-star. We're 5th on his board already. And we have some guys we're 1st on, including the 520th player in the class, which for a team like us at Xavier, that's going to be a 1-star team at best. He's in Indianapolis, so he is close enough to us. About 2 hours up the road. Xavier Nicholson, he is might be the quarterback of the future. He's a scrambler. 3rd on him, he's from Missouri. Tyree Wimper, another 3-star athlete. We are going to add, look, I'm going to be honest, we're going to put all these 3-stars on the board. We're going to take all these guys because hopefully we can get like a couple of them and this right end as well. His deal breaker is playing time. And look, if you're a 3-star, you're probably going to play for us in year 2. There's no worries there. Playing time is the deal breaker for a lot of these guys, and honestly, you're going to play. You're going to start over some of the other guys. Now, we are going to have to do a little bit. We are going to have to do a little bit of, we got to find some home cooking here. We're going to have to find some guys in Ohio and in Indiana that we can go after. That may not be the flashiest recruits, but they're going to build the program with just the way we need it. In year 1, we're not going to have all the hours that we need. And boy, oh boy, this might be the guy we need to go get. This might be the very first guy that we absolutely need. Xavier Nicholson, 3-star, 93 throw power, 77 medium accuracy, 81 speed, 86 acceleration, 81 break sack. He does have winning time and off platform, which as a scrambler, that's going to be huge. So I'm not going to max scout all of these guys right away, but I am going to max scout some of them. Especially the guys at the positions that we really need. And on my first five coins that I got, it takes less time to fully scout linebackers because we're in a 3-3-5, and I think linebackers are going to be the key. Obviously, in a 3-3-5, that should be the case. This guy's pretty solid. 79 tackle. He has team player and winning time. We won't know any dev traits yet. It's a little early in the process for that, but should be good there. I max scouted him. I felt like we might have got a gem, and we got another one. Kalan Shudak. He is going to be at the top of our list, just right there beside Xavier Nicholson, who honestly, if we get those two, if we get the center quarterback combo that we need, we'll be good on the offensive side of the ball. Now, let's recruit this athlete. Looks like we got a wide receiver brewing here. 84 acceleration, 75 catching traffic. Marcus Lemon, and he is a gem as well. He has best friend and fan favorite, so let's move him up the board as well. Honestly, my recruiting strategy is pretty simple. If you get a gem, they go to the top of the board. Honestly, those 3 guys are all going to get scholarships right off the rip because you can't compete with a lot of schools if you don't start early, and we're going to have to start early on all those guys. So Cole Bale, 3-star. He was interested in us a little bit. We also plucked him. 85 speed, 87 agility. Need to make sure we got a guy like Connor Tomzak, tight end. We need tight ends. We have a 62 overall tight end. That's not going to be good enough. 62 short route, 73 acceleration, 76 catching. Heck, he's probably better than the guy we got right now. So, all right. So right guard, Trevor Hurley. Let's take a scout on him. We have 90 hours left, so we have enough to get a couple guys in here. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. 91 strength. I was gonna say that felt like a gem to me. We're gonna do a blind offer on Spencer Dwyer, 3-star defensive tackle. Let's hope it works out. He is from West Lafayette, Indiana, so he's just right up by 65 from. And in terms of our schedule for the year, as a 67 overall team, we're gonna play at least one Power 5 game, and we gotta play in the Crosstown. It won't be called the Crosstown Shootout now, will it? It'll be the Crosstown Gridiron Classic. Still sponsored by probably Skyline. Shout out Skyline Chili. Not sponsored, but Skyline, if you ever need a sponsor, I promise you, we got you. We got you covered. Xavier at Cincinnati week 2. Look, we're going to open up and find out what this team is about. If we can beat an FCS East school that is, let's see, what even is FCS East rating right now? FCS is a 63. FCS East is a 63 overall team. They run the option. They get hurt every other play. But we also have a special treat for you guys for that Marshall game. There are some custom uniforms in honor of that We Are Marshall Classic. We owe them a payback for what they did the last time we were a football program. We are going to head up to Northwestern at now Wrigley Field, but it's going to be Ryan Field. We'll just pretend there's ivy. We'll pretend there's ivy around the place for now, but we are going to play at Northwestern. And then we open up league play with Central Michigan. We're going to play Western Michigan at Kent State versus Northern Illinois. We're going to get a double bye before we play our other huge rivalry game with Miami of Ohio, the Red Hawks. We'll get them to come to us, and then we will go to Buffalo, home against Bowling Green, at OU, and then hopefully if the planets collide and everything goes perfectly fine, we will go up I-75 all the way up into Detroit and play in Ford Field for the MAC championship game, which is probably a pipe dream in year 1, but that is going to be one of our goals as we move forward with this program. So there is a lot to love, but there is a lot to learn here, and there's going to be a lot to learn as a one-star school. It is the beginning of 2024 for the Xavier Musketeers, and I appreciate you guys. If you guys did enjoy this, let us know what you think our record is going to be in the comments below. What players you think are going to break out. I will give one free player. I will change the name of one player in this dynasty to the best top comment of the video. Please drop your comments. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this. We are live on Twitch 3 to 4 times a week with an Ohio Bobcats dynasty. Right now, we're headed into year 3. I'm literally about to go stream that here in a few minutes. So if you guys enjoy this, you will enjoy that. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, go Musketeers, man.